Shot like a rocket up into the sky. Nothing can stop me tonight. You make me feel invincible. Earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave.
Alright, welcome back guys. Welcome back to the channel. So right now I'm working on my upper control arms. I just had these freshly powder coated. Did them myself. And before I had them in powder coat, I took my old bushings out. And I went to go press these in, but I'm having some trouble because I didn't tape up the inside. You can see there's still powder coat in here. I'm going to go back and sand this all out so the bushings fit in here a little bit easier because I had a problem putting them in. As you can tell, I definitely bent the hell out of this one. Should not be oblonged. It should definitely look something I'd say related to this right here. See how it's still flat? That's how it's supposed to be. I even goofed this one up too because the bushing's all messed up, but beside the point, I'm going to go ahead and uninstall these bushings, throw my new ones in once I sand these guys out. So, a problem that I ran into was when you went to go put this tool on, actually let me backtrack. So, the tool I'm using is actually a ball joint remover. It's not a control arm tool, it's actually a ball joint tool. It's made by Power Built. Let me see if I can get the picture on here for you. This is what the case looks like. So that's what we're looking at. As you can tell, it's got a bunch of different options to choose from as far as your fittings and stuff. And what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using this little cup. It's the shorter throw one. It's not the longer one, only because you don't need to use that. So we're going to use the short throw one. We're going to throw this on here. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but there we go. It's going to fit around there nice and snug. Cool. Now, once we do that, we're going to use this puck that's right here, and we're going to put it over here. I can throw that in there. One hand is kind of tough. I'll get to that anyways. And so once we get that, then we're going to, of course, throw the C-clamp on. So give me about, a couple seconds. I'm going to assemble this for you. Cool. So now I'm going to run this down. So yeah, what most people say you got to do is when you use this clamp, you're supposed to, obviously, this part that's here is going to be screwing. It's going to be pushing inwards this way. Meaning it's supposed to be pushing the piece out. But obviously, if you're working with the control arm and there's another bushing over here, that's not going to work. So the way to do this and the way to tackle this is, like I said, you take the cup, you put it on the other side where this big piece would be sitting in here like this, right? So the cup is over this end piece, and then I have the disc over here that's going to be pushing out this piece right here. So even though this is going to be spinning and it's going to be coming in this way, right? What's actually going to be doing is it's going to be sucking this way, and this is going to end up actually pushing it out this way. Cool? So this is how you get around it, because you can't, like I said, you can't put this big old tool, you see how big it is, you can't fit that all the way over here. It's just not going to work. So this is how you improvise with it. Let me go ahead and I'll give you a twist real quick, that way you can see. Use my little 1/2-inch impact. We're going to drive this. Notice. Boom. Like butter. Loosen this up. Let's check what we got. So, throw the disc out, throw this out. Look, there's the bushing right there. This can come off. Oh, that's a little bit chunked in here. I'll just take a hammer and beat that out. But yeah, so that's how you tackle this, because I know, like I said, let me show you. So if you're going to try to, throw this in here and try to get the first bushing out, I mean, look, you can't, it's impossible. Unless you somehow feed this inside the control arm, but you can't do that if there's two bushings, obviously. So, like I said, the way to tackle this is you're just going to put this on the outside. So if you did the other side, it'd be flipped around this way. And since we did that side, you would flip it around this way. So yeah, the cup's going to end up going on the outside, like I said, over here. And you're going to use that other disc, one of these two, whichever one you choose, to push that piece out. So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is just kind of help y'all because I'm learning along the way as well. Just stay tuned. I'll have more videos to upload soon. Thanks.
Target on my back, lone survivor last. They got me in the sights. No surrender, no